G'day folks, how are we all doing? A little bit of a different entrance in today. I didn't want to do the standby because we're getting close to... I just finished my tea actually. I just got it in time. I didn't think I was going to get it in time because I got screwed around by DoorDash and yeah, my order didn't arrive, so I had to chase up the credits to order again, and yeah, got something very nice. Anyway, that's down the gob. Still got the Pepsi here anyway. Right, we're ready to go. Hello to you all. Welcome to the festival Festival of Rail week. Continuing here, we're doing our traditional. We always do the Festival of Rail every single week here on our YouTube channel. We're a Festival of Rail all the time. Man, I've been railing all day actually, to be honest. I've done a couple of uploaded videos of American Truck Simulator, but I've done 3 uploaded videos of Train Sim Classic action today actually. So I'm going to be posting those up later on today. We've got 2 from I've got 2 brand new routes. I've got them from the Festival of Rail Steam Festival sale that's on here in the month of February. So yeah, you can save up to 50% off Train Sim World on your PlayStation players, and 80% off the West Somerset Railway Remastered, which has just been released, the remastered version. So if you don't own that route, 80% cheaper than what it normally is. It's a pretty damn good saving. So yeah, I think it was like 80% on one of the routes that I've gotten that's going to feature on our Train Sim Classic action very soon. Set in the 50s, 1950s era of British Rail. So yeah, it's or something like that. It's classic anyway. And yeah, it's around the East Coast Way sort of thing. It's Bishop's Auckland is one of the stations. Darlington's involved in it. You folks that know Tees Valley Line. So yeah, and that runs off the East Coast Way. So anyway, East Coast Mainline. My apologies. I've got some exciting news in regards to, before we get going with our first trip today, which is Creators Club scenario action on the Midland Mainline as we take it back to the 1980s with some Pacer action. We've got the Orange Pacer going on the Midlands for the first ever time here today. Also, we're going to be checking out one of the brand new mods, ladies and gentlemen, the improvements mod for the DBBR 425, and that's on the Branham Oldenburg. So we're going to be checking out that and seeing what's different, and apparently the red laser light on the back has been corrected, and now it looks apparently better. So we're going to do it in the night time, so we can compare that, and also the lighting and everything. We're just going to see what's different, and see if maybe you guys out there know the logo so much, and you may be able to judge it for yourselves here on the stream today. So before we get going, I'm going to the trainsim.cz site to see if anything has come up there. Nothing is new on there since the 1st of February, which was the editing cooking for easy packing version 1.1. That was the latest mod from there. The trainsimcommunity.com for mods for Train Sim World, Trains, Open Rails, Train Sim 2020, Train Sim Current, Train Sim Classic, Run 8, Sim Rail, Metro Simulator, and Trains. Also, they've got stuff there as well. And the other one, Open BVE, I'm pretty sure they're shut down now, so that's no longer supported. But anyway, there is, if you go to the patches, there is very exciting things happening, ladies and gentlemen. SprattyHeath, fantastic modder. JetWash, incredible modder. Both amazing modders. And I have taken SprattyHeath's Train Sim World 4 compatible Glasgow Cavcart Circle Line Enhancement Pack. It's finally back. So this is a mod that was available on Train Sim World 3, I do believe. Actually, no, this is, yeah, created back in, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is an old one, but has been redone. No, it isn't, actually. It's completely new. Well, there you go. Apparently, Cavcar Circle Line is 50% off at the moment, too, so there you go. So improvements are that they give the real brown looking underneath on the rails and everything, that which is true to reality with ScotRail Scottish rails. So it's got that dirt looking gravel, which is true to reality. They got the real life advertising also evolved. They also have the real life services, it looks like, as well. So yeah, and there's some billboards. Oh, there's a Virgin Trains billboard. Holy crap. The old school. The land of the London. Yeah. Oh my god. That is so old. So anyway, JetWash has brought back the enhancement packs into one big giant mod pack that gives you a whole bunch of files. This is a returning mod, but has now been all put into one package, and you can download the files all in the one package, but one by one, obviously, and you put them into your DLC folder for your PC players. So enhancements now, which are the billboards and improvements and all that razzle dazzle and real life signage and real life route maps and all that stuff, are now back for East Coast Way, Glasgow Cathcart Circle Line, the Glossop Line, the Great Western Railway, which is the Great Western Express, the London Commuter, Brighton Mainline, Peak Forest, which I already had. That's been updated though. And the Southeastern EP, whatever that is. Yeah, we know what that is. Damn. It's Southeastern High Speed. So there you go. That's all been corrected. It's all been fixed up. So I've downloaded a bunch of those. Let me see which ones I've gotten for tonight. Well, maybe tonight we might. East Coast Way, Glossop, Great Western, Brighton Mainline, Southeastern High Speed, and I've got the enhancement pack, the first one I told you guys about. Right, so in regards to the mods for sounds, let's see if I didn't get time. No, there's no new sounds mods since 5 days ago, and nothing coming through on the PC editor. All right, so there you go. We have those. G'day, Ron. How you going? I did say g'day to you last night on the stream. I did say hello to regulars actually. I said Ron. So I said Ron. What did I say? Ricky Rails. Hello to you if you are watching. Chris Axwell. How you going? From the beautiful Sunshine Coast up in southeast Queensland in the Darling Downs, I should say. G'day to you, fellow Broncos supporter. And yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Without further ado, let's get into it. I've got this saved already, ready to go. It is the Creators Club scenario on the Midland Mainline, and we are taking it back to the 1990s with some pacer action. Here we go. So this is the first time I'm doing the pacer for this route. I'm looking forward to this. Train Geek, he's the guy that looks after all the bits and pieces on the community screenshot contests each year. He follows it like a religion. Okay. Okay, I think we are good to go. Let's close those doors before we get going. We just got to know the destination we're going to. We're going to Leicester. There we go. And of course for the back as well. Ooh. We want. Here we go. I would have had to jump out and do the. Have we got a bigger variant than all? Oh, we got 4 of them. Oh crap! This is even the first. Well, there you go. We've already got enhancements on this route as well, folks. So I'll show you the enhancements. There, billboards and stuff. Yeah, it's definitely a first. I've never taken 4 of these paces before. It'll be interesting to see if it bounces up and down as much. It's definitely the 90s variant. I know the sound difference straight away. This one sounds like the giant vibrator. Sounds like a generator, massive generator, eh? It's like, or a plane. You know what it actually does sound like? It sounds like an old plane. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a light plane or an old light plane. This is a Creators Club scenario. Unfortunately, it's not bouncing up and down like it does on the Black and White. So there you go. That's definitely not happening. You can't see it. It must be not supported for upper round. Well, that's all right anyway. You know what? I'm sort of not really a fan of the bouncing up and down, to be honest. It sort of is. I know it makes it more realistic, but I think this particular logo bounces up and down. I think a bit too much. It's like we're driving a train in the middle of the wood, you know, with a low ride. I've got a beast in what else? I apologise if I pronounce these. East Midland Parkway, that's next to the nuclear power plant. That's all been fixed up now, so there's passengers on there. Even the nuclear power plant's received a massive facelift. It was good anyway, but it is definitely better competitive now than what it was. This whole route's just, yeah. It got remastered by London Midland, which is an absolute master of the rails for British Rail. Usually does enhancement packs and everything. He has in the past, but now he's officially working with Dovetail, so Skyhook Games, actually, I should say. So yeah, I do have London Midland's signal improvements, which have been, it was one of the first mods actually in the Train Sim War 4 era. So yeah, I've been using those since release. They haven't had an update. They haven't had to have an update for some reason. I don't know why. They're working quite fine without it needing to be updated. I don't know, I'm just somebody usually when there's an update to the game, you know, like you got to keep those mods updated, you know, like as a modder myself for American Truck Simulator, when it comes to new versions of the game, I always got to update my mods, you know, say for instance, you know, we're in 149 now, we're going to 150, there's a new engine in 150 as well, so there's a big massive question mark on how the mods are going to behave that I currently have. I'm hoping all will be well. We'll soon find out. I do paint jobs anyway, but it's a couple uploaded videos of ETS coming up again to post. So I have have had a premiere coming up later on tonight, and there's another one again at the same time for the following night, for tomorrow night. Yeah, yep. Yeah, you would have picked that up, part of the sale. Press the B button for the buzzer. Press that one. H for horn. Oh, that's the light side of the Whoops. Veteran has just made a boo-boo. Oh no. Hey Chris, how you going? Welcome aboard. I'd like to see the trains on the train map so the passengers know where to go and what stops. You know what? I've been calling for announcements for the game. Like I know we've had a few of them inside the trains and everything. Also by River Games that have done it. But yeah, we've got Just Trains' first ever release has done it as well. Which
the next stop is Solwick.
What?
We will shortly be arriving at Solwick.
I think that's wrong. Where were we selling? Solwick.
We will shortly be arriving at Solwick.
It might be the area name, I don't know. So you find out afterwards. Yeah, I've been wanting announcements at the stations, you know, where the train is going, what's it stopping at. I know we've sort of got, yeah, a few mods that, you know, give you, like I showed you guys the German one recently on the Hamburg-Lübeck. It's not true to reality, it's just a fake thing, but it makes it feel real. But it's got nothing to do with the route, so it's the only reason I've kept it is because I love how when they do the closing doors and they've got the whistle, you can hear the whistle on the platform exactly like the black branches, so that's the only reason I've kept that. Even though it does give other announcements, but it's better than listening to a 80 parts every 5 seconds. Or the same old German announcements that have been in the game since TSW1 and never been updated. Normally a button, not all logos have them, but there is always a button normally on the sides that this is the one I wish they would do. If you press this one, it would wash the windscreen. I would love to see the capability of washing the windscreen, you know, having that dirt filling on the trains and that. You could actually, you know, wash the dirt like that. So like this, if you want to. Most of them are always over the top, but no one does do it. That's the difference in the sound straight away. Well, it does, but it's exactly the same. Yeah, well, you picked up the route at the right time, Ron, because, yeah, I wouldn't have recommended... Look, this route was pretty good at launch, but it a lot of issues. So yeah, unfortunately, you know, I've explained this to many viewers in the past, and people that don't really have too much knowledge about Train Sim World. I can share that knowledge with, you know, the new players. You know, it's when you get really involved in this game, it's a game of who dares wins. It's yeah, very controversial, some of the things I say about the game, but I've just sort of tend to have slowed right down on criticism now. Look, I'll have to say the game at the moment with the current releases we've had in TSW4 have been a massive improvement compared to what the other eras have been. So they are definitely learning. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Yeah, that's one of the features that we have already for the Glasgow Edinburgh. Yeah, just across the field. Yeah, that'd be great. But anyway, yeah, it's usually a button on some trains that have the defrost, and you can be able to turn it on, so you should be able to get away with it. But it's I know some of the Deutsche Bahns have them. Unfortunately, it's been an older model. I don't think it does. Oh, there we go. We had the guard screen off. Oh, turn that on. What else did I have off? Oh, there we go. That's the heater. So that's your guard heater. So it's got to do with all that razzle dazzle. Yeah, I say we'll get to some point in the future for Train Sim World where they'll bring in, you know, certain things, but there is a lot of things that, you know, they have promised us that are going to be fixed and all this razzle dazzle, and they haven't even done it. You know, Plenty Corridor for starters. Yeah, those things that they were supposed to be doing on there, and it didn't end up happening, and I'll probably be safe to say it's an abandoned project now. No word on it, nobody's talked about it. So. Don't forget, folks, I am involved in this week's community screenshot contest for week 6 at the Dovetail Forums as well for Train Sim World under the name All Aboard Railways. Got beautiful photo of Lincoln Run Strucker with the 110, and I've also got a photo on the is it the East Coast Mainline? No, it's not. S-Bahn for Vorarlberg. I apologise. So I got one from S-Bahn for Vorarlberg with the 523. So that's the Swiss train. And I've got the photo on the Lincoln Run Strucker for this week's theme, which is sleepy stations. And the theme for sleepy stations is more for nighttime and like not seeing passengers on the platform. So I've noticed a few people have got them with passengers, so they sort of probably don't really understand. I was sort of trying to understand it at first as well, and that's the only thing I can think of, that it's, you know, night in the middle of the night time. You know, you want to have that environmental fog so it looks nice, and you know, you can just maybe, for instance, you know, say for instance you got no passengers on here, you know, just wait for all these passengers to go, and then you just, you know, take your screenshot. You know, you can do it with photo editor, you know, whatever, and you can you know, go whatever, you know, rotate it, yeah, whatever way you want it. You know, you can, oh, that's a bit too much, but you know what I mean. You can have it like that, and you can have exposure. You can have it dark like that if you wanted to, you know, whatever. And then I like to brighten them up, and you can put it in black and white as well. But I like to brighten them up also with my photos. Just make it look nice. But yeah, it's definitely the right time to purchase this route. It's if people don't have it, it's definitely approved. But like I've explained to my viewers in the past, and I'll explain this to newbies again. I meant to say it back there. You don't really see the brand new DLCs, like the brand new routes, shine until around anywhere between 6 to 12 to 18 months later. That's when you normally see pretty much everything being fixed up for that particular route, and it runs quite well. But there's still long outstanding issues with certain routes. So. It's like, well, we'll just worry about that when it comes towards the end of the lifespan, when they'll start playing around with the coding and all this rest. It does like they're doing with Train Sim Classic now. I changed a few things with Train Sim Classic because I've been having a lot of issues with that, with frame rate as well. And I changed a few of the settings over the last 24 hours. And guess what? I got it back up and running around 63 frames per second, which I've got it capped at. So that's it's running 60 frames per second. Hey, people, you need to speak up. I pressed the wrong button there. How long was it on the black screen for? You guys need to say, hey, what's happened? I apologise. I've gone 2 hours almost with it doing that. You know what would have made this so much better if we had an actual Midland mainline paint job on the side of it. Nobody's done it, so I don't know. It was just a suggestion. I would have liked to have seen it. Maybe somebody can maybe deep dive into the history books of what paint jobs used to look like back in around the 90s on this route. Maybe put one of them variants on it. He thought it was a tunnel. How long was the tunnel? It might have been as long as the one I was in today on the brand new German route I got from Train Sim Classic. It's brand new to me. It's been one that I've been looking for. I've been wanting to get for a while, but I've just been waiting for the right price for it. So yeah, finally went under $30 Australian today. So I've never seen it at $28 before, so I thought I'd jump on it while it was that much. So yeah, it's goes to Basel, Freiburg to Basel, that's right, that's the one I purchased today, Freiburg to Basel. It's around 60-kilometre route, and man, it's very cool. But there's one particular section where you're in a tunnel like forever, but it's a high-speed section. And was I speeding on the route? Yes, I was. Unfortunately, I got the speeds wrong going into the high-speed section and coming out of the high-speed section. No derailments, so that was a good thing.
You will shortly be arriving at Solwick.
Yeah, this is definitely wrong. how to train this one. It varies what train it is, but they're very. So this is a Credits Club scenario. It's actually under the recent brand new ones, so it has been uploaded over the last day or two, so or over the last few days. So I thought I'll give it a whirl. When I seen it, I thought, oh wow, the V-Line Class 66 I had originally set up, unfortunately didn't pan out. Unfortunately, it was on the training center Class 66. For some reason, I tried to do it in free roam and set up a free roam with a bunch of freight, but unfortunately, that I still haven't worked out how to use free roam and get the signals up and running and everything for the route. So I need to look into it more. Because I've never done free roam. I would love to do it because I want to throw on stuff on routes that I've never done before and just start broadening my bands with certain things. We could take a Class 801 along the southeastern high speed if we wanted to, or for instance we could take the Amtrak, onto Horseshoe Curve, or something like that. Or maybe take the Amtrak onto Antelope Valley Line. Speeding again. I must have got spud. First spud for a while. I think that's the first spud. That's got to be one of the first spuds for 2024, actually. I've done all right. I've done all right if that was. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, stand clear, doors closing, mind the gap, all that razzle dazzle. That's where the whistle sort of comes in, when here in Sydney we have all that on the train, but we also have the guy with the flag, and if anything like major happens, they'll bring up the red flag. But there's also the guy on the opposite end with the whistle. Not all stations have that, but yeah, it's. I know that Parramatta Station recently I was there, and they had it happen there. They had the white flag on one end, and the other end they had the whistle. So this is a nickname, the Pacer. The other name it's got is the Bus on Rails. So apparently these are ex-buses and they're being converted into trains. Very cool. Bus on Rails. Yeah, when this was announced, I knew straight away, oh, the Pacer. It's, yeah. was one logo. I know that not many people like the Pacer, but this was one logo that I was actually wanting for British Rail, so I knew the history of it. I thought, wow, yes, the Pacer. Brendan Molenberg action coming up after this, folks. We're going to go and check out, it will be a mod next up that we will be doing. The timetable and everything isn't, but the 424, the 425, sorry, has got a mod added to it that improves the train and makes it, it fixes a lot of the errors that Dovetail have not fixed up. So I will read the article very shortly. Let me just bring it up. Hopefully you'll be able to read it. I'm not really good at spelling and reading, so yeah, just bear with me. When it comes to certain things I want to read, yeah, I'll read it. When it comes to trades, yes, of course. But sometimes it's not in plain English, so I really can't to you guys the way I want to show you. Anyway, Train Community, DBBR 425 Mini Enhancement Pack for the BRO, which is the Brendan Molenberg, or Berman Oldenburg. With Brendan Molenberg, Dovetail released their second version of the BR 425, which featured more modern visuals and a entirely remake of the physics system. Despite being a major improvement over the 425 on the Hemstrucker Run Rule, the BR 425 version included in Brendan Molenberg still has numerous significant issues that detract from the driving experience. So the mini pack attempts to fix many of the issues as possible to make the train a lot more enjoyable to drive. So they've reduced the glow of the tail lights to stop them lighting up the whole surroundings. That's one of the fixes. Raises the driver camera to more realistic height. Removes the squirrel sound from the brakes when stopping and departing. Various PSI changes, center, direction on the interior and exterior displays. Added the Noxkin station text to the interior display. Alright, so there you go. Right. There's actually a Lincoln Run Strucker substitution for the VR 101. I'm actually quite keen on that. I might actually get that next week and do the 101 on the Lincoln Run Strucker. Unless we miraculously somehow have a release next week, which we won't. I'm not expecting the next release until towards the end of the month. I've blown through this station. Let's continue. I've spotted it as well. There's no way of getting out of it. Hang on, there might be. No, not standing. No, there won't be a way of getting out of it. I just screwed it up. I'm not on the ball tonight, folks, so I do have a broken finger though, so it's on my main finger too. It's not broken, it's just, yeah, really sore. It feels like it is. Don't forget, folks, over the last 24 hours, we've had a brand new Train Sim Classic uploaded video of the Ring Barn Berlin, which is going to PC Steam. There is going to be a preview on this week's Festival of Rail for from Dovetail's side. One of the people are doing it. I think it's going to be in German, though, so do note that. But we have done the route, and yeah, if you want to purchase the Ring Barn Berlin for Train Sim Classic, it is available at the Virtual Tracks website. I don't know if it sounds like the old plane or just this buzzer. I'll go with old plane. Already posted up tomorrow's Midweek World of Trains episode 160 as well, folks. Oh man, we've got an absolute ripper for you guys first up tomorrow. Oh yeah, we've got another Melbourne, Australia train paint job for you guys on this time the Class 700. Yes, and guess where we're taking it? Well, yes, Brighton Mainline. We're heading on the Brighton Mainline. We're doing Class 700 mod timetable action first up tomorrow with a Melbourne paint job on the Class 700. So a PT. Looking forward to doing that tomorrow. It's actually a lovely cover. I really like the cover for tomorrow's stream. So yeah, I took that screenshot last night, and yeah, we'll be doing a trip all the way from East Croydon to Brighton tomorrow, so it's going to be a big trip. So I was hoping to give you information tomorrow, but yeah, road maps not on this month as well. They're doing a Train Sim World Direct, so have they done away with the road map here in 2024? That is the big question. I'll be so disappointed if they have. Then we have to wait till March for the first road map. Unless they technically, you know, turn around and, you know, do the road map in this direct thing. But, yeah. I suppose you can say there's a road map anyway, but they are talking more than Train Sim World. They're talking about the new tram simulator game that's coming out. Dovetail a publisher for that one. I don't know about that one, to be honest. I am keen on it though. I downloaded a demo today of another brand new simulator that's actually on Steam at the moment. It was a free download. I thought the full release is coming at the end of this month, and I thought, oh, I'll give the demo a whirl. So yeah, I'm going to check out Supermarket Simulator. That's what it's called. Even though it looks like a convenience store, it's yeah, it's still called Supermarket Simulator. So I thought, oh, this looks interesting. I might give this one a whirl. Yeah, it would be 448. That's right. Plenty of it. I'm not a coffee or tea drinker, so normally I'll have an energy drink. But I'm actually been laying off the energy drinks as of late. Yeah, when you hit your 40s and you get your beer gut, you got your fat gut, you know, and it's just like, yeah. See, what happened with me is a fair while ago now, because I do smoke cigarettes again. I quit smoking for 4 years, and main reason I quit is because I got really sick at one stage, and I was sick for about 12 weeks, and this was before COVID. This was at least a year before COVID was such a thing, and when I look at it now, I really think that I might have had something very similar to COVID, because it was just, yeah, so bad. They couldn't work out why I was sick, and they couldn't work out why the antibiotics are not working and all this stuff. Anyway, I quit smoking, and yeah, I used to weigh around about 62 kilos, 63 kilos. I was always around that, and then I just started eating more, and I started eating foods I never thought I'd eat before, like I'd never eaten in the past, and the likes of spinach leaves. I never thought I'd eat spinach leaves or spinach in general. I absolutely love spinach now. It's so nice. And I haven't really touched lettuce ever since, because I've substituted lettuce for substituted spinach for lettuce. For like taking away the lettuce, I'm eating spinach. So. But anyway, cut a long story short, I put on 30 plus kilos. I got up as high as 97 kilos, and just recently I got sick for a week, and I didn't really eat for a week, And I finally, for the first time in probably about a year and a half, I got down as low as 89 kilos here about a year and a half ago. And for the first time recently, I've now back under 90 kilos. I'm 89 kilos again. But yeah, I put on so much weight, and I've just got a gut and everything now, and it's just, yeah. I'm sick of looking at it. So, yeah. Being a single father, it's it's like, well, if I want to go out there in the press, I've got to get rid of this gut. There is one particular girl that I do want to be with, but yeah, it just doesn't feel the same as what I do. So, unfortunately, it's brought back to the drawing board. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about trains. And we are coming into Leicester Station very shortly. And going to complete this Creators Club scenario. There's no time limit on this one. This is just a cruise, you know. This is free, technically, yeah, Train Sim Classic, free roam, you know. As you know, I love doing free roam on Train Sim Classic because I don't like the points system on Train Sim Classic. I don't like the fact that they punish the player. You get punished on here, but you know, it's no way near the punishment you receive in Train Sim Classic. Yeah, life is great. Yeah, sometimes it can't be. There's a few things going on behind the scenes at the moment, so yeah, it's at the moment I'm sort of in the dumps, but yeah, it's nothing major. It is and isn't, but it's stuff that I can't talk about on the air. I'm a soldier anyway, so I'm fine. I'll be sweet. My good mates told me that a long time ago. Stand up and stand tall. All right, we're coming into Leicester. Just another friendly reminder that we're not live next Wednesday as well, folks. It is Valentine's next Wednesday. So midweek World of Trains won't be on next Wednesday. I certainly will be on next Tuesday. And we've got Viewers' Choice again on next Monday. You guys voted in last night. Thanks for the votes last night too. We had a pretty good voting votes last night. We had a fair few of you guys voting for Viewers' Choice for next Monday. And we're going to the Cajon Pass. Yeah, you guys voted the Cajon Pass. 55% of you guys. So, or 56% of you guys, sorry. Voted Cajon Pass for next Monday. So that's where we're doing. Viewers' Choice, Cajon Pass on Monday the 12th of February. And that will conclude our Midland Mainline Creators Club scenario. Back to the 90s. It was, certainly. All right. Give me a second, folks. I need to mute the mic for a second. Okay, my sincere apologies, folks. Oh, what's going on? We're still on the loading screen, are we? Okay, that took a while. Man, I just got up and did what I had to do, and then because I had my dad in the other room there, and I thought the TV was a bit too loud, so I just like turn it down a bit. It's gonna get through the mic. I'm gonna get copyright. Anyway, he's watching these little shows. Where are we going? That's right. We are heading to. There's my favorite. One of my favorite routes. Mains Commons. Give me a second. Okay, folks. So the BR425DB is we've got a mod for it. We're going to check it out now. I haven't checked this out, so I don't know what it's going to do. But yeah, I like to be surprised as much as you guys do. So that's the way I normally do it. When I get new mods and everything, I don't normally do it until I'm going live with the stream, because I just like to share it with you guys while I'm live. That's just how I roll. So we're full of surprises. So I'm surprised, you're surprised, everybody gets surprised at the same time. So that's how we do it. Right. And that's how I normally review stuff anyway. I normally give you my review straight away. You know, I'll do it live. I'll tell you exactly how I feel about it, and, you know, give it a star rating, whatever. And yeah, that's what we are going to do here right now. So we are going to do a night one. So it's going to be 22 hours 04, and this is going to be from Birmingham, Hunterbunoff to Hude, and 22 hours 04. So yeah, this is a 10:04 p.m. service. I will do it in a nice clear night, so we can get that organised. So in the middle of July as well. All right, here we go. Enjoy. I do it all the time. I jump even between train. Like, I'm just recently doing more Train Sim Classic, so I'm back in, like, more. I normally stream Train Sim World. I'll live stream Train Sim World, and then I'll do uploaded videos with Train Sim Classic. I do a ton of American Truck Simulator. I do a little bit of Euro Truck Simulator here and there. I normally roll with Pro Mods if I do Euro Truck. I recently got into Pro Mods in the late half of 2023, and I absolutely love it with Pro Mods. Because, yeah, you got the real McDonald's and all that in the game, and, you know, all the other real buildings, and just way more roads and everything. It's just so cool. And different countries that are not in it. So, yeah, I can't play it without Pro Mods. I did Pro Mods Canada, and unfortunately, I started running into issues when I was going towards Olympia. Coming out of Portland, I came across a visible wall, and apparently others have had the same issue. And as soon as I took off the Pro Mods Canada, the visible wall was gone. So yeah, unfortunately, that was one that I had to abandon. Anyway, I did a little bit of gameplay of the Pro Mods Canada. RE14694, Birmingham Hunterbunoff to well, location is not even on the game, but anyway, it is. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yep. Let's get that in. Oh, actually, nope. It used to be better in black, but now it's not. See, this one has window heating, so you can put defrost on there. We don't need that anyway. We'll put high beams on. Cab lights off. Passenger lights on. And they are on, yep. Okay. So there is improvements to the lighting, I do believe, inside the cab. And the PSI's apparently got... yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh, Delman hoist is on there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Delman hoist. Cool. And apparently these lights on the back are being fixed up as well. Hey! I don't see any bright lights around it. Hey, now it looks better. Is it me or the frame rate looking pretty damn good on here today too? It's normally not this bad. It's normally not this good, I should say. Okay. Let's turn on CIFA. Depends what you're doing too, Ron. Like if you're doing uploaded videos for the games, then you know you could work it in a way where you could do one day you do you know, a certain game, and then the following day you do the next one, and then the following day after that you'll do the next one again, and you just go. Depends what you're into at the time too. Like you prefer to do this one over the other one, and look at that, folks. It's all but just gotten rid of the red light at the back. It's all gone. There's no lighting around it at all. Hey, finally got it back. I don't know. It's starting to grow on me with the red lights at the back, but I think that to be, you know, on the realistic side, I reckon a little tiny bit on the floor would be better, more sufficient. Not taking it away completely like it has. I don't know, it's just my opinion. I thought that was one of the things that Dovetail was supposed to have done at the first patch for this route, but anyway, they haven't. It's got cab light inside. Let's just make it a bit brighter for you guys so you can see something. Richie, Gary, how you going? Welcome to the world. Doing really well. Definitely better than what I was a couple weeks ago. Just on the final stages of the flu now, just, you know, a couple of little coughs here and there, but it's mainly just, you know, normal coughing. Alright, so we are using the 425 the 425 Deutschbahn mod, mini mod for this. So it has taken away the red glow on the back. That is no longer there. This is in high beam as well. It has improved the lighting inside the cab. It makes it more dim now. Look at it. It makes it look more realistic. You betcha. Yeah, it's very similar to the, it's sort of in line now with the Heimstrucker Run variant. Oh, sorry to hear about that. Yeah, it's not nice. It's not a nice thing. I've been very damn lucky, to be honest. I've had people around me that have had COVID. I'm never had it. I'm undefeated. So here's the freezing issue like normal. Don't worry about this, folks. This is normal. Actually, this is worse than ever. I've never seen it that much before. That's broken a record. this mod has caused more issues there than not. I've never had a freeze like that before in that spot. I know it normally freezes up on that part a couple times, but nothing, no way near as bad as what I just seen then. That was like the Hamburg Lubeck 10-second doom of death spike. Yeah, no, I'm all right now. I've just I've gotten over it, but yeah, no, it's going back to COVID. I've never had it, so I've had people around me have it, and I actually was in contact. I was supposed to have been in contact with somebody that had it, and everybody else got it except me and my best mate's mum. And I'm glad I didn't get it because my dad's got underlines, and you know, I'm glad that my best mate's mum didn't get it because she's got underlines as well. So yeah, and I could probably say I've got underlines as well because you know I'm very lucky to be alive. I had meningitis when I was 6 months old, and yeah, they were lucky they revived me actually, so I was very lucky to be alive. Yeah, I sort of was when it was first around and everything, like the first year and a half, something like that. You know, I sort of didn't really go anywhere, so I was really protective of myself. Everywhere I did go, I doubled myself up. You know, I didn't just wear a mask. I wear the mask and then I wear the bandana over the top of the mask. And I wear my sunnies and my headphones over my ears, so I was always protected. So yeah, I was going in the banks and all looking like that, looking like a man robbing the place. Yeah, that would be a real bad time to have it too, especially when you got friends and family around that time of the year. I had that happen a couple of years ago, actually, not this last Christmas that went by, but the Christmas before that. So it was 2022 Christmas. I had my sister and my nephews, they had COVID, and unfortunately I couldn't spend Christmas with them, and that's normally my family's tradition that, you know, my nephews come over and my sister, and, you know, it's my dad and me. So I live with my dad. And yeah, my father's 80-year-old man. And he's a machine. He still works, folks. He does garden maintenance and like does gardens and mows people's lawns and stuff. Yeah, he absolutely loves it. So I don't mind doing that type of stuff myself, but I just sort of don't like going in the sun too much. So anyway, especially, you know, after you find out that, you know, your father's got, you know, certain, you know, cases for skin things. So anyway, yeah, it was around Christmas, and unfortunately I couldn't have the tradition as you normally would have, and it just sucks. I was so damn bored on Christmas that year. I was with good mates, but I was just so damn bored. I was like, it's just not the same. I couldn't really celebrate it at all. So I technically, yeah, I didn't have a Christmas in 2022. It was all but dead to me. Coming to Dalman hoist. Yeah, see, that's what I got to watch with my dad, you know, with the cancers and stuff. Yeah, like, 'cause my dad's he's just been cleared from one of the swabs he's had, but he's got one in his ear. He's got to have an operation with his ear, so he's got to. But this is the second time it's happened. I'm not sure if it's the same ear, but I know he's had one in the ear, around the ear before, and he's had a couple other. He's got to have a couple of cancer things as well, and he's also got a problem swallowing food and stuff. He's got I can't pronounce it, unfortunately, but it's throat thing. His food gets stuck. So he's got a lot of underlying stuff, and he's got severe arthritis. And, yeah, he's got a really bad, very rare arthritis. Like it's lot of things. So it's when you're old, and you know that's just all part of it. Welcome to hell. We're all gonna go there, don't worry. We're just gonna, eventually just end up with all the pain. And that's where a lady comes in handy. I'm in my 40s now. I really need to seriously start looking for one that's going to settle down with. Anyway, not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about trains. Here is where we're going, 13 kilometres. That is the final stop on this trip, and then we shall head to somewhere else. Yeah, it's got a lot of spiking, freezing issues, this route, Rod, and so I would highly recommend to stay away from it. It's, it's not frames per second friendly. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, I had my brother-in-law pass away around 11, 12 years ago now. He died from cancer. He had cancer, but it was very fast spread. It was like within, him being told that he had cancer. It was like 2.5 weeks later, and he passed away. But that was all the years of abuse. He abused his body, with alcohol, drugs, and stuff like that. So, yeah. But he was never a violent man. Never a violent man. He was always a very friendly man. He was a great bloke. He was my best mate. Or one of my best mates. He was my brother. We were always close. We had a few drinking sessions and stuff. We loved music. He loved music like my sister does. And, we're very music orientated. We love pumping the music up and having a few drinks, but I'm slowing right down off that now. Here is where we're going, 9.5 kilometres, folks. So we are checking out the mini mod for the 425 for this route. So that's what we are doing. That's one of the reasons why I've taken the night trip here, just to check and see if that red glow at the back is been taken away, which it has. So you can't see it. It is gone. As you can see, the red lights are still on it. This will give you a better example. There you go. So the red glow that's normally on the back here, like the lights at the front, it only shows the red lights now, just like the M-Strucker Run Rule version. And also the position of the seating has been pushed up higher as well. And I could say to you guys, yeah, it definitely feels better. But I would have liked to have seen a little bit of red on the back though. I don't mean to say this. I don't mean to say anything rude about the Royals, but I'm just not really a person that is into the Royals. I'm an Aboriginal person, so I'm all for the Republic for Australia. If they ever did go Republic, I would vote yes. I'm not for the British running, to be honest. So I am Aboriginal blood. Forever will be Aboriginal land. Alright. Going 5.2 kilometres next station. The 612 runs are good on this day. Yeah, I haven't done too many of the 612s on here. It's not normally a route that I come to often to because it does have a ton of freezing issues, and even with the custom engine settings that I use, and it has never fixed it. It's just always been plagued with optimization. It needs a lot of optimization improvements. If there's anything that Dovetail need to do for routes, they need to really focus on the German routes. There's a lot of German routes that have freezing, spiking issues, and yeah, it's always been with German stuff only. I don't know why, but it's just, I've sort of have talked about certain things on the sides of the route that do it, but yeah, it wouldn't matter if I was streaming or not, it still runs exactly the same. Another bank holiday? Oh no. Was there already 5, 6 already in the UK? So we just had a holiday here in Australia because we celebrated. Oh, they celebrated Australian Day. We call it the Invasion Day. Like, I'm not full-blown Aboriginal. I have Aboriginal blood from my from a certain part of my family that was recently discovered in Ancestry. Like a few of my family members up in Queensland, you know, looked into it more, and yeah, there's also my mum's grandma. So like my mum's mum, sorry, my grandma, which is no longer with us as well. And true fact, she was born on Christmas Day. My grandma, or my mum's mum. God knows if my mum's still alive. I don't have a clue. She's got no contact with none of us. I don't care anyway. She abandoned me at 16, so. I haven't needed her. I've survived without her. It's been good. I lived with my old man all this time. I had a little bit of a break from him, but not too much. bank holiday might fall on the 4th this year. May the 4th be with you. I'm joking. Alright, here we are at Hugh. Very nicely done. Yeah, I don't mind the improvements. There's a few little things there that are going really well for it. I don't know. I still like to see the red on the back of the train. I don't know. It's just me. I really, someone. Yeah. The thing I have with my daughter, like my daughter's birthday is at the end of November, so it's like a month between Christmas and birthday. It's she gets spoiled on both, put it that way. So yeah, well, I should say my second daughter, which I shouldn't be saying because they don't know about the other. So yeah. Anyway, long story. Right, my oldest daughter is 13. My second one is 9. But the 13-year-old, unfortunately, I haven't seen since she was 2 years old. But she was. That's a long story. I don't want to talk about it. That's Anyway, right. What are we doing? We are going to head to. Let's do a little bit of southeastern high-speed action. A little bit of southeastern high-speed action, ladies and gentlemen, with the Class 375. We're going to take the Class 375. You know what? I'm going to take the... I'm just going to take the standard blue. I haven't taken the standard blue for a while. Actually, let's see if this is Creators Club. No, there's no... I'm taking the standard blue for quite a while, so I thought I'll do that this time around, and we're going to go to Famershire on this one, so I hope you do enjoy. We're going to do it in, let's do it in July, and bit of light cloud, enjoy. This is Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 152. We're back for 153 next week. And don't forget, Midweek World of Trains is on tomorrow with the 160th episode. And we've got Brighton Mainline, Brighton timetable, Class 700 timetable, modded timetable action first up tomorrow with Melbourne, Australia paint job on the Class 700. Looking forward to that. The same fella, he does all the V-line stuff. He does all kinds of things. Here we go with one of the greatest routes of all time, ladies and gentlemen. The 1S42 London Victoria to Dover priority service. Obviously, it doesn't go to Dover in Train Simwell. It does in TSC. But, yeah. Anyway, let's go. And yes, I have all parts on Train Simwell for this one. We go to places we can't go on here. See, on Train Sim Classic, we can go to like through Canterbury, through Dover, and even other parts of London and everything that we can't go in Train Sim World that we can on there. We can go to places like London Bridge and Charing Cross, overhead Charing Cross, I should say. This is It's Your 165 sound modded, of course. You betcha. Don't need PSIs on. DRA, let's turn that on. Actually, let's turn it off because we are about to close those doors. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the official map. It's back. Oh, how I missed you. And it's even got the Medway on there. Look at that. Yeah, it is back, ladies and gentlemen. JetWash has finally run back the enhancements from Train Sim World 1, 2 and 3 that we had. Yeah, the enhancements for the certain British Rail routes are back. Brighton Mainline, Medway, which is this. We are getting the Goblin line very soon. Should be within the next month, I should say. Anywhere between the next month. I still think it'll be the next one. I don't see them bringing the German-Austrian route next up. I really think because of it being a smaller project, the Goblin line would be more advanced in processing to full release. I wish they would have done the other part though, because I've got North London and Goblin Line on Train Sim Classic. I've also got the overhead wiring workshop. And I've also got the full expansion of like all different other routes combined into one mega network. I've got a few of those actually for Train Sim Classic. They combine the North Londons with the southeastern, like the Chatham sections. And speaking of Chatham, here we are. This is Dovetail's home, actually. This particular station, it's a couple hundred meters down the road. Dovetail Games. So if you want to get your pitchforks and knives out, there you go. I'm joking. It's so good seeing the Apple TV and all that back on here. They haven't changed the billboards. They're still the same. It's just the same damn mod. I would have liked to have seen him change the billboards. It's really, yeah. Stranger Things 3. Jeez, like, how old is that? You're like, we need changes. Hello, can we have changes to these? Only if we could go into the files and change them ourselves, but we can't, unfortunately. I would put my own billboards on there. I would keep them British, though. I would, yeah, make them just current. DRA. Do the routes stitched together? On Train Sim Classic, you can combine a bunch of them, like, but they'll tell you what ones you need to own and all that. But on Train Sim World, no. There is like Raru Osten, which is the German one, the Deutschbahn, and the Rusignol, I think it is. I know that there's there is two German routes that are the same route in total in real life, but it's just been split into two different DLCs. They have the same station, Hagen. And it's like the main Talbahn we just recently had released recently. That's the same station features on the main Spitzarbahn, which was a Train Sim World 1 route. So that was originally released in 2019. That was originally released, I think, 2007. It might have been 2018. Main Spitzarbahn. So yeah, it's And then Maintail Barn's released in 2023, and yeah, that's basically a part 2 to the main Spizzard Barn, but yeah, they're separate. But no, we haven't had a stage where they've combined the route into one big mega route. Will they in future? I can't say yes or no. Yeah. If they were going to do it, you know, obviously they could combine, you know, Brighton Mainline with the East Coast Way, and then obviously if they want to spend more, they can go West Coast Way to go to Sussex Line, you know, if they wanted to. Yep, that's right. Yep, that's the one. So I was correct. Your roof signal has really grown on me recently. Every time I've gone on there, I've absolutely enjoyed the run for some reason. It just looks so damn good now. Unfortunately, there's a PSI problem on this particular one. It's because of the engine that I use, the custom engine. It's never been fixed, and I've had arguments with the guy about this in the past, and you know, he reckons it's another mod conflicting it, but it's not. It's not, yeah, any other mod that's conflicting it. It's just, yeah, his mod it's done it. But anyway, it only does it at certain stations, and there's no big drama. So when I say that, it has, yeah, just blanked it all out. Yeah, just doesn't really bother me. Came way too far on this station, actually. I should have gone back about 40 metres, but anyway, 40 yards. So good seeing the Medway logos on the...
May I have your attention, please?
There we go.
Closed circuit television and remote video monitoring is in use at this station for your personal safety and security.
Like I need any of it. Oh, here comes the design we're doing tomorrow night. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing tomorrow night. That's the Melbourne design. Or as the Americans would say, Melbourne. I do apologise. It's Melbourne. Never been to Melbourne, but yeah, I know about the rails and stuff down there. There's a massive mega project going on at the moment for rail down there. There is here too in Sydney, and it's Metro more so. There's Metro project going on in Melbourne too. A big loop project going on there. So they're basically doing the their version of the Berlin ring barn. Yeah, that was one of the announcements. Yeah, I think the only time I would probably go down to Melbourne is, you know, because I've always wanted to go down for the F1. So, yeah, I went going down there one time when the F1's on. I would probably do the whole hurrah though. I would go to the Formula 1 concert and everything up, you know, go and watch the band and stuff. If I don't do that, I'll just go to the Crown Casino. See me at the casino. That's what my best mate done recently, actually, because he, like I explained to you guys, he got married. He not this last weekend that went by, the weekend before that. He's back from his honeymoon already. He's back in work, so straight for the honeymoon, straight back to work. He's He's a working class man. So I'm very happy for him. Alright. Raidham's X. Okay, something is issue there. That never used to have that. Yeah, I have a park there. Yep. I flew over it in Melbourne and everything in Microsoft Flight Simulator and that, and around the suburbs and stuff. It's yeah, it's a pretty nice city. It's very very multicultural cultural city. It's food and coffee is a major feature to the city, and obviously sports capital of Australia. I'll probably have to beg to differ that actually, because being in Sydney, we're all rugby league up here. But like I've explained, I'm originally, I was born in Queensland. I was born in Brisbane in Queensland. It's hosted the 2032 Olympic Games. But yeah, I lived in Sydney all my life though, because my parents were on holidays when I was born. So they were up there, and I was born in Brisbane. So yeah, when it comes to footy, yes, I'm a Brisbane Broncos supporter, and was I at last year's grand final? Yes, unfortunately, I had to see them lose. It was the first time I lost a grand final. I've been to every grand final I've gone to. My team that I've followed, they've won. So it was the first time I lost a grand final. I still blame AJ Ladd for that. It was funny because my best mate Joey, we take his brother to his first grand final, and what happens? We lose. No, it's still a good night though. We had a lot of fun. We're all dressed up. We're all in our gear, our jerseys, and it was fun. It's definitely cheaper than the Super Bowl. Speaking of the Super Bowl, whoever got to win, I really think San Francisco might get it actually. But I did say to you guys, and I've said this before, I'm New England Patriots through and through, and always have been before and after Tom Brady. But I'm a massive Tom Brady fan. He's the GOAT, But I have to say, Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, he's the next Tom Brady, hands down. He's got to be a legend. He's got to win multiple titles. So, he's my pick to be the next GOAT. Like, how many bowls has he been now? Just reminds me of Brady so much. Oh, well, you're definitely higher up the ladder than my team. Unfortunately, we died when Sir Alex went. That was it. Game over. Yeah, I'm United all the way. But I don't follow the Premier League like I used to, Champions League or, anything like that. I basically lost interest after Sir Alex went, and, all the legends went. My mate was so excited when Ronaldo went back to United, and I'm like, I guarantee this is going to be a flop. I wasn't in for it at all. I thought that was a bad move. So yeah, turned out to be one bad move. So I said to him, I told you this was a waste of money. It's typical United, just throwing straws and thinking this and that to bring them back to the glory days. It's not gonna do shit. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know who's been winning or anything. I just haven't been following it. I just checked the ladder a few days ago. I think we were 7th or something like that. I thought, oh yeah, that's surprising. Now I seen Liverpool was on top, and I'm like, oh, hell no. I got the privilege to see United back in 2003, just after Sir Alex retired. Actually, they done a tour, Asian tour. They went to Hong Kong and everything, and they came here to Sydney, Australia, and they played A-League All-Star team actually. And I was right up the top of the grandstands, but yeah, it was still good. Unfortunately, the players that I wanted to see, which was Wayne Rooney, he played for United at the time. He got injured in the game before in Hong Kong, and he got sent back to England, you know, because he had to have scans and stuff. So unfortunately, he got injured and had to go and have scans and everything. Went back to England and didn't come to Sydney. But Ron Van Persie was playing at the time for United, so I got the privilege to see Ron Van Persie come out and play, and yeah, that was great. But yeah, I was so spitting about Rooney not playing. Because, yeah, at the time, he was my favourite player. But if I have to say my all-time favourite player for Man United, it's Ryan Giggs all the way. Absolutely, I was a massive fan of Ryan Giggs. Just an absolute gem. But that whole team at that time was good. You know, Paul Scholes, you know, Ferdinand, Van Nistelrooy, you know, Ash Cole. Schmeichel was a goalkeeper. Yeah, they were great. You can imagine the money that Ryan Giggs and Paul Scholes would have gotten if they were playing these days and had the skills. Man, big money. Somebody I'll probably say that was one of my favourite players that were outside Man United around that time was Darren Shearer. He was an absolute machine. No worries, Ron. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time, man. Take care. Was it Aston Villa or West Ham that were in the championship recently, and then they got back in, and now there's, when I seen them up there high on the ladder, I thought, Aston Villa are up there? What? What's going on? And I see Newcastle's not doing what they did last season. They're not backing it up, which, no surprise there. I was quite surprised with Newcastle being up so high last year. You know, when I seen the ladder, I thought, damn, they're going pretty good this season. They've got a good team, sounds like. Anyway, so we don't have We have a streaming source here called Optus Sport here in Australia, where we have to pay, I think it's $20 a month or something to watch the Premier League. So it's quite expensive because I already got another streaming source that I have for myself. I've got another streaming source I have for one of my girlfriends that I pay per month as well. So it costs a fair bit for those, and then I've got to obviously pay the internet per month, which is not cheap. So yeah, I knew it was recently. It was 2018. Okay, well that's a fair while ago now. I knew that Aston Villa were in the championship there. I know it was recent times. I think West Ham was too, weren't they? Well, it's one of my friends. Like, she's a girl. Like, she's just a friend. Like, and stuff. And, like, yeah. We're sort of friends with benefits thing. Not. I mean, I've got to watch what I say. I'll get killed. Keep them happy, as I say. I have my the mother of my kids nephew is a mad Aston Villa fan. Not Aston Villa, sorry, West Ham. He always rubs it in my face when United beat them. I get beaten by them, and yeah, it's hey, I don't mind it anyway. I'm not. When it comes to United versing teams, it's obviously war when we verse Liverpool, and I can't stand Chelsea for some reason. I can't stand Chelsea. My nephew is a mad Chelsea supporter. I just can't stand Chelsea. For some reason, but it's when it comes to Liverpool, oh yeah, when it's United beating Liverpool, it's like, yeah, the song's coming up. Yes, you are definitely walking alone today. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, that's it. In that term, yes. All right, 3.1 to the next. We're doing all stop service here. It is too. It's been every stop, hasn't it? Cool. Yeah, well that's it. We all got our teams that we support and that. That's what sport's all about, passion, love, hate, it's it's blood, sweat, tears, your chants and everything. I love how they get the chants, and we do the same at rugby league. In the footy, we got all our chants and everything, and I've supported a couple of teams in the rugby league here in Australia. I'll probably say in England, I don't mind the St Helens Saints. They're pretty cool. So when it comes to English Premier League, I don't mind the Saints. But yeah, I've supported a couple of teams here in the rugby league. When I was a kid, I went for the Balmain Tigers, and they were so bad. They kept losing all the time, and I was like, well, these days, the Balmain Tigers are merged with Western Suburbs Magpies, and they're known as the West Tigers now. So they're a merger team, and they're pretty bad. They're very, very bad. They've won the wooden spoon the last 2-3 years. But anyway, cut a long story short, yeah, he went for them when I was a kid, and then I just got so sick and tired of losing. So halfway through the 1992 rugby league season, I decided to pick a new team. And I was following, because I'm originally from Brisbane. Yeah, I started, Brisbane were on top of the ladder at the time and all this, and I was like, I was already a Queenslander, and I was supporting Queensland in the state of Origin, which is the big New South Wales, Queensland thing that happens. And I was so keen on going support Brisbane, so yeah, I thought, bugger it, I'll start doing it. And yeah, it turned out that year they won the comp, so that was it. I never looked back. So I supported the Broncos all the way to 2008, and the coach, which was the original coach, Wayne Bennett, decided to he left. And he went to coach St. George Illawarra, which are the Dragons, another merger team with Illawarra Steelers and St. George Dragons. So yeah, I started supporting the St. George Illawarra Dragons, and they won the comp in 2010. I was at the grand final in 2010. There was a thunderstorm on that night. I'm not a big fan of thunderstorms. I have a phobia for thunderstorms. Do you think I really give a rat's about it that night? No, I didn't care. And for some reason that particular night, because it was just such an incredible atmosphere, and it just didn't really faze me. So yeah, I won that grand final. I was a fan. I was really excited, and that was my second grand final I went to, and yeah, it wasn't at a grand final until last year's grand final. So yeah, I stopped supporting the Dragons, and I started supporting the brand new team in the comp, the Redcliffe Dolphins, which north from Brisbane. I started supporting them throughout last year, and then late last year, towards the end, I sort of started really getting a massive passion to just go back home. And I when I say go back home, I just, I want to start supporting the Broncos again, and that's what I've done. So I started supporting the Broncos again, and I'm now a member for this year, and I've just committed myself to supporting the Broncos now in the footy. So yeah, it's half time. My voice is gone. Yeah, well, we got some pretty full-on storms that happen here in Sydney. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, not as bad as Brisbane, no. Ooh, Queensland. Ooh, they cop some big mega storms. They are shocking up there. It's like Singapore. Singapore is actually known as one of the. It's known as. It actually is true fact. Singapore is the capital of thunderstorms in the world. If you go and watch YouTube videos, there's people that have done videos on the balconies and everything in Singapore. Damn, oof, they cop some mega bolts. But I have reasons behind me having a phobia for storms. I know they got it's some atmosphere phobia thing. It is. I know there's a proper name for it. I've been like it since I was little. I had lightning. I was in a caravan on holidays when I was young, and lightning hit the caravan that I was in, caught on fire, and I was lucky to escape. So that was one incident, and then I had another incident at school when I was in kindergarten. My best mate, one of my mates, when I was in kindergarten, I went to preschool with him as well. He was going to the toilets and got struck by lightning in the playground. Passed away. So that was another incident. And then the other incident, it was a late night. It was around 4:30 in the morning, and I was just chilling out in the. I had a dining area, like lounge room dining area, like my old place I used to live at. It was like a big house, and there was like a massive dining room and that. And I had these Venetian curtains that went across like a cinema curtain. And anyway, I had them open and that a little, and all of a sudden I heard this bang, and then another bang, and it was closer, and then one right in front, and the biggest flash went straight through my eyes, and the loudest bang I have ever heard outside of a firecracker. It was right on top of my face, and it scared the crap out of me, and I'll never forget that moment. It shook me to the core. So yeah, I don't mind watching them from a distance. That doesn't bother me. I had a few shorts on my shorts area that I had posted last year, but I went through. I had a few issues with some cyberbullying towards the late half of last year, and I had to shut the YouTube channel down for a little bit. So I deleted all my shorts and everything that I originally had on the channel, and cleaned up a few of my other live streams and stuff, and got rid of them. So yeah, I did have some footage on there of some incredible lightning here in Sydney, but I haven't had many chances this summer. It's been quite alright actually. We haven't had too many major storms here in Sydney. It's been quite surprised actually. It hasn't been as stormy as it normally is, but we are in the peak storm month this month actually. We actually had a little bit of a thunderstorm this morning. It woke me up around 6 o'clock this morning. So wasn't too bad though. It didn't really faze me. I was half asleep. I was like, yeah. Yeah, see, this is the thing, Richie. Like, I'm not scared to talk about it with everybody. I've never been scared to talk about it because, you know, I'm a person that just likes to talk about certain things, and I'm not scared to admit that I've got phobias. Everybody's got a phobia of something. Like, it's, you know, it's just all part of it, eh? You know, like, people can keep secrets as well. Hey, that's all good. I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me at all. I got secrets. I got secrets, and yeah. All right, there we go. Done. There's a Coca-Cola machine. It's replaced the Pringles machine. Hey, no more Pringles. I wouldn't mind, you know what I would love to see? Them actually bring a vending machine out. You actually can press a button. You can actually see the thing come out. That'd be so cool. It's probably taking it a bit too far, but you know what I mean. Just a little feature. All right. There you go with that one. That is the one S42 London, Victoria to a Dover priority service. So it does continue. So in reality, as I normally say, because we can't do it in Train Sim World format, my cousin will be taking over the train now and doing it. So that's what I normally say if it's in that scenario. Right. All right. There we go with this week's Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 152. We'll be back next Tuesday with episode 153. And don't forget, we are live tomorrow for 160th episode of Midweek World of Trains. as we bring to you Brighton Mainline action and much, much more tomorrow on the rails. It is going to be absolutely fun. And don't forget, there is a full replay of last night's live stream as we climbed the mountain on the Berlin line. So we climbed the mountain last night from the bottom of Italy all the way up to the top of Switzerland. And yeah, it was lots of fun, and I really enjoyed that one last night. And don't forget to check out our latest Train Sim Classic uploaded videos. I've got 3 more to post up. I will be premiering them over the course of the next day. And those will premiere at 1080p 60 frames per second, 1440p 60 frames per second HD quality after the premieres. I finally fixed the lagging issues with Train Sim Classic, which is great. So it's running great again. And yeah, we will be... and also, if you want to check out our first look at Train Planet, a brand new train simulator, which is in a beta stage at the moment. It's a brand new train simulation game. It's on the Centre Front of Striker Colin Arkham route. So yeah, the Cologne Arkham route that's in Train Sim World. That route is featuring on Train Planet. It has 2 different trains you can choose from at the moment. There is the ICE coming in it later on, as well as a RRX, I think it was. So yeah, another German train, which is not in Train Sim World, by the way. But yeah, it is going to be in this Train Planet, which is going to be cool. So yeah, I look forward to see where that game can go, because it's got a lot of potential, but there's a lot of things that need to be fixed up before it does get to that magical, but it's got a lot going for it, I have to say that much. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this week's Choo Choo Tuesdays Train Sim World 4 coverage, and we'll see you on the rails again tomorrow. Take care. It's bye-bye for now.